Hello everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel! Yes, it's Geraldine Doe. And in today's videos, I just wanna inspire everyone po on how to be happy. Because many people now are suffering from stress, depressed, sadness, and what I can advise you, my dear friends, is try your best to be happy. Don't let sadness steal your happiness. So let's go on. Happiness often comes from within. Learn how to tame negative thoughts and approach every day with optimism. Conquer negative thinking. All humans have a tendency to be a bit more like Eeyore than Tiger, to ruminate more on bad experiences than positive ones. It's an evolutionary adaptation over learning from the dangerous or hurtful situations we encounter through life, such as bullying, trauma, betrayal. Help us avoid them in the future and react quickly in a crisis. But that means you have to work a little harder to train your brain to conquer negative thoughts. Here's how. Don't try to stop negative thoughts. Telling yourself, I have to stop thinking about this, only makes you think about it more. Instead, own your worries. When you are in a negative cycle, acknowledge it. I'm worrying about money. I'm obsessing about problems at work. Treat yourself like a friend. When you are feeling negative about yourself, ask yourself, what advice would you give a friend who was down on herself? Now, try to apply that advice to you. Challenge your negative thoughts. Socratic questioning is the process of challenging and changing irrational thoughts. This is just one setback that doesn't reflect on me. I can learn from it and be better. So, here are the questions that you can ask or to challenge negative thinking. First, write down your negative thoughts, such as I'm having problems at work and I'm questioning my abilities. Then ask yourself, what is the evidence for this thought? Am I basing this on facts or feelings? Could I be misinterpreting the situation? How might other people view the situation differently? How might I view this situation if it happened to someone else? The bottom line, negative thinking happens to all of us. But if we recognize it and challenge that thinking, we are taking a big step forward or toward a happier life. Controlled breathing. Science is just beginning to provide evidence that the benefits of this ancient practice are real. Studies have found, for example, that breathing practices can help reduce symptoms associated with anxiety, insomnia, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and attention deficit disorder. For centuries, have used breath control or to promote concentration and improve vitality. Just try it. Numerous studies show that writing and rewriting your story can move you out of your negative mindset and into a more positive view of life. Get moving. When people get up and move, even a little, they tend to be happier than when they are still. Practice optimism. Optimism is part genetic, part learned. Even if you were born into a family of gloomy, you can still find your inner ray of sunshine. Optimism doesn't mean ignoring the reality of a dire situation. After a job loss, for instance, many people may feel defeated and think, I'll never recover from this. An optimist would acknowledge the challenge in a more hopeful way, saying, this is going to be difficult, but it's a chance to rethink my life goals and find work that truly makes me happy. And thinking positive thoughts and surrounding yourself with positive people really does help. Optimism, like pessimism, can be infectious, so make a point to hang out with optimistic people. Finding your happy place. Imagine a ladder with steps numbered from 0 at the bottom to 10 at the top. The top of the ladder represents the best possible life for you, and the bottom of the ladder represents the worst possible life for you. On which step of the ladder would you say you personally feel you stand at this time? This so-called happiness ladder is famously used as a way to measure and compare happiness across the globe. The least happy places on earth are not surprising. They tend to become countries that have experienced war, natural disasters, and hardship. The choosing a happy community. Openness. People are happy when they live in a community that is welcoming to all. Beauty. Living in a scenic, pictures, or charming community with lots of trees and green space makes people happier. Social opportunities. When a community is designed to foster social connections, restaurants, community spaces, sidewalks, trails, and other public spaces, people are happier. The lesson is that where you live can have a profound effect on your happiness. If you don't fit in, if you don't know your neighbors, if walking outside doesn't put a spring in your step, find a new place to live if you can afford it. Explore new neighborhoods. Rent before you buy. Talk to friends. Talk to potential neighborhoods and relocate your way to a happier life. Spend time in nature. Spending time in nature is good for you. We know that walking on quiet, tree-lined paths can result in meaningful improvements to mental health and even physical changes to the brain. Nature walkers have quieter brains. Scans shows less blood flow to the part of the brain associated with rumination. Sunlight also makes a difference. Seasonal affective disorder is real. Declutter, but save what makes you happy. Getting organized is unquestionably good for both mind and body. Reducing risk for falls, helping eliminate germs, and making it easier to find things like medicine and exercise gear. Excessive clutter and disorganization are often symptoms of a bigger health problem. People who have suffered an emotional trauma or a brain injury often find house cleaning an insurmountable task. Attention deficit disorder, depression, chronic pain, and grief can prevent people from getting organized or lead to a build-up of clutter. At its most extreme, chronic disorganization is called hoarding, a condition many experts believe is a mental illness in its own right. Have you or have yet to formally recognize it. Some tips from the self-help. Decluttering movement. Fold things neatly. Keep only items that make you truly happy. Throw away papers, all of them. Put all your clothes in one pile on the bed, then start discarding, keeping only those you wear and love. Organize your closet by color. Pick one thing to preserve a memory. Sentimentality breeds clutter. If your grandmother had 10 collections, choose one item from each or pick the one collection that triggers the best memories. Stop buying cloth checks on vacation. Take a picture. Spend money on experiences, not things. Take pictures of children's school projects. Keep a few items from the year and keep culling year after year. The 1 minute rule. One of my favorite bits of happiness advice comes Happiness at Home and many other useful guides and articles on happiness and good habits. So, do any task that can be finished in 1 minute. This simple advice helps you decide what to tackle in a messy way. Do the 1 minute task first. Here's the first. Hang up a coat. Read a letter and toss it. Fill in a form. Answer an email. Jot down a citation. Pick up phone's messages. Pile a paper. Put away the magazines. Put a dish in the dishwasher. If you do nothing else, incorporate the 1 minute rule into your life. Good things happen in the bedroom. A lot of potential happiness happens in the bedroom, in a living room too. And of course, one things were learned from the happiness that there are variables that explain differences in human happiness across. So, buy comfortable pillows, bed sheets, and don't block the light or the sunlight. So, and we should eat healthy foods and hang out with our friends once in a while with our family members. We should show love to everyone and stay focused. Be strong and stay healthy. Just give love to yourself. So I hope this advice, we can use it for a better and happy life for everyone. So take care everyone. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and God bless. See you next week.